All right. So Rebecca, when you were talking about concerts earlier, it was but you said Lettucey. So I was like, okay, it was a nice, cool, everybody was calm at that concert.
Beautiful.
It reminded me of the Astroworld incident and the young 9-year-old little boy who died. But also there's so much that's happening around that. There's another story, and you might know more about this than me, but Little Uzi had a concert and someone passed out at the concert. And we have a clip of it. We're going to play it. Instead of stopping the concert, he insisted on going on, and he makes his explanation in this clip. Let's take a look at that clip real quick.
I don't take no breaks. If it's getting bad, leave. If you ain't gonna leave, stay.
So a lot of people responding. He refused to stop his show for someone who passed out. And this is after the Astroworld event. And this is after, I don't know to what extent he's got to know what's going on. I mean, they got to have talked to him about it. So, but there you got it.
What did I just watch? First of all, Ben, comparing the Lettucey concert to the Little Uzi, it was terrible. Secondly, we was safe over there.
That's all I was saying. I was saying y'all was safe. Y'all safe because ain't nobody storming the stage. Y'all not doing mosh pits at the Lettucey.
Yeah, we was two-stepping and we was using the seat to just sway our hips in our seats. We had balcony levels that nobody was trying to dive down and do that. We were in the Atlanta Symphony Hall, something with how they say Haitians, prestige. Bagay qui senti bon. Et pas bagay mosh pit qui sa. But as I'm watching this though, it is sad because this culture of moshing or being very aggressive, it's been a thing, right? But it's funny that now we're seeing how they're just this very dismissive now. I've seen these. I had friends growing up who were part of the mosh pit crew, and they had a great time. Everybody knew. I hear there are rules to it, so don't come moshing and don't come whatever if there's no rules to it. But the fact that these people are leading these type of things and saying to these people, instead of saying, "Hey guys, if you see someone laying out, if you see someone sick, please make room. Tap on the quickest emergency that you can get. Wave me down. We'll stop until we can get some assistance." Because the way things are going now, these artists need to know better. And you're teaching your audience how to be. You just told them, die where you are. Die for me where you are.
Yeah.
Die for me where you are. And this is where I say the culture of it is getting really, really crazy. But to see Lil Uzi, be a part of this is a problem for me. I ain't even know. I don't really know what he rap. I don't know what he sings. I don't know. All I know is he dates one half of the City Girls. And I really don't look at it. It's giving. What is the pants? What is it doing? I'm being an auntie right now.
You gotta run that back. He dates one of the City Girls.
He dates one half of the City Girls, Jatavia.
That's as alarming as Tory Lanez dating.
You mean Tony Braxton and Birdman?
No, that one too. My God, you're hurting me today. No, Megan Thee Stallion and the little
Tory Lanez when they were briefly dating, but we didn't even know they were dating until I feel like he shot her.
Until they shot her in the pinky toe. How you shoot Megan Thee Stallion in the pinky toe? There's a lot of troubling things that you said in the last 30 seconds.
I'm sorry, but anyways, Little Uzi Vert is a problem. This by
the way, we have a guest. I'm sure has a problem with it too. Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, we can bring this guest on. Pascal, are you there?
Yeah, I think he's here. Somebody who knows a little bit more about culture than myself, because
a third box,
brother Pascal, another bald man. I don't feel quite right without having at least two bald men on the screen at any given point in time. Brother Pascal from the Pascal Show, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm chilling. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. It's been a long time. I know we've been out of pocket. We've been off and having shows and been taking breaks, but we're glad to have you here, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Hello, Rebecca. How you doing, sweetheart?
I was gonna say, excuse me, there's a lady in the room. We speak to the woman first. Speak to the woman first. I'm a woman. That's what Lettucey said yesterday. I'm a woman. She said that yesterday.
Take the rest of the day off. So, go ahead, guys. Have a good time. Very good.
Bye, man. Bye. What? Okay, so you guys are talking about this little Uzi thing, right? Is that
we're talking about this? We're talking about this little Uzi thing with him being on stage and basically dismissing the fact that somebody passed out at his concert. And we know with the latest with the Astroworld tour and what happened with that, people dying, people hospitalized, people brain dead. It's crazy. My best friend actually just texted me one of his lyrics. She said, "Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead," is one of his lyrics. And that just lets us know all we need to know. Pascal.
Oh, no, my man needs some mental health counseling. Oh, go ahead, Pascal.
All my friends are dead. Okay, so here it is. Because I'm actually going to be covering a piece of this on my show today too. And I just saw that you guys were talking about it. I'm like, oh, this is perfect, great. So here's the thing. Obviously, there's this whole thing about raging, right? And I'm not saying Cajun, not Cajun chicken, raging. For some weird
Raging Cajun, not Raging Cajun.
Not Raging Cajun either. So it seems like there's this thing, right, where they all want to go out there and quote unquote rage, right? And I mean, not throwing any shade towards Lil Uzi or anything, but now that the climate with concert going is so sensitive, is so palpable right now. You have a certain amount of responsibility when you get on that stage now, more than ever.
Right. That's right.
We should be, when you're on there and you're a performer and you're doing your thing and people are passing out and the audience is letting you know that they are passing out, please do what you can to tell people to take a few steps back or anything of that sort. But what's really interesting about this one is that he stops the show and he basically says, if y'all want to leave, y'all want to leave. If y'all want to stay, y'all want to stay. We rage in here. And then they turned off the music. He got shut off.
Okay. So that's good to know that he got shut off.
So he was on stage. He's doing his thing. Some people a woman is passing out in the front row. Mm-hmm. He's on the mic and he's like, well, we raging here, right? He says like, we're out here raging. Right. Mm-hmm. He says something along the lines of like, if y'all want to stay, if you could stay, if you want to leave, y'all leave if you want to leave kind of thing. Mm-hmm. He goes back onto the mic trying to do his thing. The concert or like the actual facility shuts him down completely. So he can't even talk on the microphone. He gets so angry, he throws that mic out into the audience. Real talk. Mm-hmm. Now, I personally think that the concert promoters did the right thing. Personally, yeah. This is what they should have done at Astroworld, and yet they did.
Yeah, I mean, I like that, but I think the fact that they did that in this particular, good, my background isn't looking too crazy, but the fact that they did that in this particular moment was because as a result of what happened with Astroworld. Like I said, these things have probably been happening at these concerts. If we look at the history of Astroworld and what's the guy's name that does Astroworld? What is it?
Travis Scott.
Thank you, Travis Scott. Because I don't know these kids, but Travis Scott. The history of him and in older videos of him coming out, he's literally saying the same thing that Little Uzi was saying multiple times at different concerts, even saying, gay slurs and things like that.
Astroworld wasn't the first time.
Exactly. Astroworld was not the first time. So I think as a result of what happened with Astroworld, it's kind of like what happened with Starbucks. Remember when they were like, that incident with feeling, I guess there's racism happening, they were kicking people out of Starbucks for being Black kind of thing. And all of a sudden we got diversity and inclusion. We got that kind of stuff. So that's what's happening here. We're going to see that in these not raging Cajun, but these mosh type environments, these rage environments. We're going to start to see that now. They're going to start to tap in on that. Meanwhile, this is not the first time it's happened. But people are afraid now. I don't want to get sued. I don't want to get this. I don't want to get that. And they will not at a concert associated with Live Nation, with Ticketmaster, with whoever, they will not have our name attached to people dying no more. We are not going to get multiple lawsuits. We don't want no parts of that. And we do not want to be seen as if we don't care about people because what this man just said. We don't want to attach ourselves to that. But like I said, it's been happening.
On that note, we actually do have a second clip for this story that ties in. So I'll go ahead and run it.
Perfect.
9-year-old Ezra Blount, who had been on life support after getting trampled at Travis Scott's Astroworld Festival, has died. His family confirmed the news on Sunday to ABC 13 Houston. In a statement obtained by People, the Blount family attorney Ben Crump said that the family is, quote, grieving the incomprehensible loss of their precious young son. He went on to say that Ezra's death should not have been the outcome of going to a concert, which is supposed to be a joyful occasion. He called the young boy's death heartbreaking, adding that he is committed to seeking answers and justice for the Blount family. Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner shared his condolences to Ezra's family, tweeting a statement saying that he was saddened to learn he had passed away. Ezra's death now brings the death toll from the tragic Astroworld Festival to 10. On Thursday, musician SZA addressed the music festival tragedy while performing at her concert in Utah. In a video shared on TikTok and liked by over 160,000 users, SZA stops her show when she realizes an audience member has passed out. She then goes on to say that no one should ever die while attending a concert.
Some might think, hey, people pass out all the time, blah, blah, blah. But people don't die at concerts all the time. And that's something that, none of us should ever, we'll never forget that.
SZA also made sure that the passed out audience member received water. She then said that we could all learn from the Astroworld tragedy, saying that some events change and shape how you do things going forward, and that change is a good thing.
That makes me really, really, I mean, I get it, SZA. Thank you for your services. But that really makes me sad that the baby boy died. And I was rooting for him to make it. Imagine being a father, and I know that you are, Ben. I don't know if you are, Pascal, but imagine being a parent and taking your child, there because they like old boy, they like Travis, they like the culture of it. They want to go and see him live, and that could be his first concert. And you father-son time. You get there to the concert, all this is happening, and now you're blaming yourself. You're blaming yourself. That killed me inside. Because now he's gone because of this reckless behavior. This is what I'm saying. In his previous concerts, if you look at these videos, they're circulating, they're viral. He's saying stuff like, if you can't, the same thing Lil Uzi was saying, if y'all can't survive the mosh, and if y'all can't survive it, then, you ain't supposed to be here. Y'all supposed, like telling them people they're supposed to be able to survive this type of activity. If you can't breathe, you're too weak in these types of environments. And that's very dangerous. But these are previous concerts. Now, those diehard fans are coming back with that in their mind. Like, I ain't weak. So they're coming there like on drugs and this and that and willing to be a part of this overpacked. Like, this place is over capacity, and just they're willing to be in this number and to run over people for whatever reason, because that's a part of the culture that Travis Scott created. And that's so sad that we lost Ezra because of it.
Yeah. No. I mean, there's nothing you can even say to that family. There's nothing other than to say that, we extend as much love as we possibly can to you. And that's all I can say, because you're right, Rebecca, I can't even imagine. I can't imagine how I would respond, but I'm sure that they're responding with as much grace as they possibly can in an absurdity. It's absurd. It is. Anyway, the point is this. I have a question for the two of you. Is their music that good? Is Travis Scott's music, is Lil Uzi's music that
all I know is that one song that push me to the edge, all my friends I know that one. The Travis Scott song, I know if somebody tells me, I'd probably be able to be like, I don't know.
Pascal?
I mean,
I'm an
I only know that song that Rebecca just quoted.
Scott doesn't want to upset people.
Travis Scott. I know a bunch of songs. I used to play a lot of his music when I'm working out. He's part of my workout song
Benjamin.
list
Yeah.
type thing. But now when I hear it, I can't really listen to it because now I'm just thinking of all the 10 victims. Right. There's also Barty Shahani that died a few days prior to Ezra Blunt dying. And if you just watch the family's reaction, actually just the mother's reaction when they did their press briefing, it is just the most heart-wrenching, most heartbreaking thing anyone could ever sit through. It just makes you, it's so visceral, right? That there's no way that you could just not stop playing their music. I mean, playing his music, because it just makes you think of these kids. It makes you think of all these victims that have died. And when I heard about the Ezra thing, man, what's crazy is I was at my niece and nephew's birthday. I got twins, niece and nephew, and we were celebrating their 5th birthday. And as I hear about this information, I mean, I'm looking at these little kids, I'm looking at my other nieces and nephews, and I'm sitting there going like, wow, imagine me, I'm not a dad, but I definitely can feel this, it definitely hits, doesn't matter. Right. And
it's the holidays,
going to an event like that and walking out without your loved one. It's Jesus to think about.
Yeah. And in this particular moment, like, I think it is the responsibility of the artist. And this is, I know that somebody in the comment section said this is not the time. Like, don't police lyrics. No, I'm not policing lyrics. I get in my car every day after my morning sermon or my morning walks or my morning runs, or after listening to a TD Jakes situation or Sarah Jakes, and I get in my car and I turn on T Grizzly. And I talk about going into people's homes and shooting them. But I'm not doing that. I'm laying somebody's body dead, gun to the head. I am that person. I put that on extra blast as I'm riding through my very white apartment complex.
There are some things that you don't want to be clipped out, Rebecca. I feel like that might be one of the things that you don't want to give the people that to clip out, because
they're gonna soundbite that way. No, give it to them real good. What's the lyric again, Rebecca? No context, Rebecca.
They can clip out a lot of things I say. No matter what I say or do, they're able to clip a little piece of it and say that's what I said. But now, I me listening to that type of music, but that does not mean that, I don't want that. I'm not out here doing those kind of things, right? I don't want lyric policing, because we have all types of music that say all types of things, as long as it's not like rape and all that stuff, whatever. I won't listen to it. But we have all types of music that say all types of things. I don't want lyric policing, but I need these artists to be responsible. Right. Yeah. The music is a form of art, but you guys are coming here and telling people you should die for my art. Yeah. You should die for my art. And that's why I'm like, hold up. First of all, your outfit is whack. Okay. 2 feet tall.
Your hair is whack.
You look dusty. Okay.
Your tattoos are whack.
I am not dealing with that with you. I'm not dying for you. I have a life.
Pascal.
And who are you? Who are you for me to die for? Your music's all right. Like, it is what it is, Pascal.
I ain't dying for nobody's music, Pascal. I know you ain't dying for nobody's music.